Okay, let's take a nice breath in and reach up. Stretch upwards. And then exhale, bring the arms down. Again, bend the knees and stretch up. And exhale, bring the arms down. And we'll do one more like that. Bend the knees and reach up. And bring the arms down. So welcome everyone to yoga. My name is Nicole, and this is our morning yoga, but you can do it anytime. I'm going to sway a little bit more around those of you who just came in. I think we got Lillian and Debbie, I believe, in addition to Vicky, Charlotte, and Linda. So let's take another breath in. This time we're going to take our left arm down to the side and reach up towards as if we're reaching for a star off to the side slightly. Then bring that arm up and switch to the other side, stretching through the whole body as we reach up. And bring the other hand up. Now we'll bend partway forwards until our back is flat. We can reach with our upper body away from the hips. And then bend the knees, come up. And this time we're going to bend farther forwards. Bend the knees, place the hands on the mat, and step back into a downward facing dog and walk the dog. So we're alternating, pressing our heels down. Our feet are around hip distance apart. And now let's press the heels back and send the hips back. The shoulders and chest sink towards the floor. And we can let our head hang down. And breathe. Nice, full breathing. And now let's lift our right leg up in the air into a three-legged dog. Remembering to continue our nice full Ujjayi breathing, so through the nose as much as we can. And now lower the right leg and lift the left. And then bring the foot down, walk back up towards the hands. Hang in a forward fold. Come up to a flat back, reaching the head forwards. And back down to a forward fold. Reverse the arms out to the sides and then come all the way up, slowly coming up. Reaching up nice and high again. And then let the arms float down. Very nice. Let's do some shoulder rolls next. In fact, let's alternate the shoulders this time. Something different. When we do different types of activities, feel like we are able to work more of the muscles over time. And we keep a nice soft bend in the knees so that our legs are moving slightly and we're protecting the knees, using the knees as little springs. And now let's go forwards. And let's finish that. Shake the arms and shoulders and even the hands. And then let's bend and reach and weave the fingers together up above the head and send the palms up. Nice big stretch, even a little back bend if you can manage one. And then bring the arms down, separate the feet a little bit more and reach behind. That one's yours if you want it. And then reach down. And then for those of you who want to, just bend forwards from the hips and let the arms float up. So if you want to skip the bending, you can just work with the arms and shoulders. And then reweave the hands so that the other thumb is on top and slowly make your way back up. Very nice. Okay, so standing with our feet a little apart, or you can adjust your stance. We're going to do some circles with our hips. These circles can be as small or large as you like. And the knees are still a little bit bent, just like in hula, for those of you who do hula. And then back the other way. And then back to the center. Let's take our left arm up now and bend the elbow. And then take our right hand up to the elbow. Now there's another variation that you might want to do, and that is to take the right hand down and then reach up the back with it. And then maybe you can get your fingertips close or hook the hands together. So either of those versions, or you can do a little of each, and then we'll release that. Switch to the other side. So now the right arm reaches, bend the elbow, bring the left hand on top. We want to make sure to leave room for our heads so that our neck can stay in line with the spine. Nice posture. Again, if you want to switch to the back, that's fine. This is your practice, so it's nice to have some options going. Nice full breathing, and when you breathe, if you can make a sound, a nice sound like you're the ocean waves going. It helps calm you and you can keep track of it and also notice whether you're breathing or not. And then release. And let's shake those arms again. Good. All right, so now we're going to take the arms across the body and out. So when we cross the arms, we draw the abs inward. And when we reach out, this is if we're going with our breath. Reach out, it's a big breath in. Exhale, inhale, I think I see Helen. Exhale, inhale, or you can do it faster. So again, you get to choose, it's your yoga practice. And you want to enjoy. A few more times. And take the arms straight out to the sides. Spread the fingers out and even the thumb. And let's make some circles. And then reverse. And then we'll bring our arms down. Then bend our knees again. Reach up. Now we're going to go down onto our hands and knees. So we'll do this by going down forwards, getting into another downward facing dog, and stretching into our dog. Then come forwards into a plank and hold that plank. It's good for our abdominal area, building core. So hold that plank. Ease your way down onto the floor so your knees and your chest touch. That's called chaturanga. And then swoop into a nice cobra. So you can be in this kind of a cobra where the elbows are bent, or you can try to straighten them up. You can be okay. And if you want, you can tuck the toes under and bring the legs a little closer. You want to be in a taller cobra. And then from our cobra, let's just come up on our hands and knees. Adjust the hands so that the wrists are underneath the shoulders, and we'll do some cow and cat. So reaching forward with the head and shoulders, back with the hips. That's our inhale. Exhale into a cat, curving the back upwards, drawing the abs inwards. And then go back and forth between cow and cat at your own pace with your own breath. Again, listening to that breath. Take in as much air as you can. And the same with the exhale. Squeeze out as much air as you comfortably can. And let's go down into a child's pose. So wherever you are, if you came to neutral or if you're in a cat, sink the hips back down toward the heels. And then slide or walk the hands forwards. Lower the chest just as far as is comfortable for you. We'll feel the stretch mostly in the back, the low back. And then if you are able to, you can bring your forehead down, or you can use your hands underneath your forehead to hold your head up. That way you can relax the neck as well. So I'll demonstrate making a little tower for your head. You just bring the hands in and stack the fists and place the forehead there. So that's if you want to support the head. And otherwise, just leave the forehead on the floor. And then from here, we'll move our hands to the right side, just about a foot or so off to the right. And you can stack the left hand on top if you want. Feel a nice stretch along the left side of the body, all the way up from the hips. And let's bring the hands back to the center. Then we're going to stretch the other side. So move them across to the left and start sinking down so you feel a nice stretch along your right side. And then let's return the arms to the center, come up on all fours, and then come down on the forearms, fingers spread. Let's connect all the fingers, the whole fingers and thumb onto the floor, the outer edges of the hand and under the knuckles. And then walk the knees back. Oh wait, that's for Sphinx. Sorry, leave the knees under the hips, turn the toes under, and we'll pop the hips up into our dolphin. So I'll show you from the side as well, in case anyone has any questions about it, especially since I messed up at the beginning, telling you to walk your feet back. All right, so while you're here in dolphin, your hands do press into the floor, your head might lower and touch the floor, and we're reaching back and up with those hips. While the hips go up, the chest sinks downward between the shoulders or the feeling up. And that helps promote a nice straighter upper back. Then we're going to bring our knees down. Come up on our knees so that we are a plank now just from the knees up to the shoulders. We're going to do our leaning back, something else that's reminiscent of hula. So we just lean back, and then when we come back up, it's a good time to breathe in. Nice, full, deep breath, keeping the shoulders back and down, and lean back again. And come up, and we'll do 2 more. Okay, back, just as far as it's comfortable for you. Come back up. So you want to listen to your own body, lean back. You don't want anything to hurt. Want to be comfortable, and finally come up. Very nice. Let's bring the hips down now into a T position, sitting on the heels. We're going to do a little work with our neck. So I'll come forward, be friendly. Let's turn our heads from right to left, side to side. And our gaze or our drishti follows the movement of the head. So you're looking out as you go. And 1 more each side, come back to the center. And now at your own pace, let's carefully at first move the head down and up. So as if you're nodding. Doesn't have to be as far as you can possibly take it, but that we're doing the motion. Warming up the neck. Helping ourselves to avoid getting vertigo. And a couple more times each way, and then chin to chest. When the chin is down there, you can tuck it in a little bit. That'll help carry the stretch up slightly higher. And then raise the head back up. We're going to do a stretch next, a C-shaped stretch to each side. We do that on our hands and knees, but keeping the head looking forwards if you want. You can take the left foot back and swoop it over to your right side, and then turn so that your chest and your head are reaching over towards the right side, and you can try to look out at that foot. So your left foot is on the right, and we're curving to the right. One of our target stretches while we do this C-shaped curve is in the IT band, so the front right side, or left side in this case, of the thigh. And you can also feel the stretch throughout the side of the body. And then we'll come back to the center and go to the other side. So right leg goes back, swoops over onto the left side, and then we slowly turn, feeling the nice stretch, seeing if we can look at the foot as a goal for our gaze. You can experiment by repositioning your foot, maybe flexing it, pointing it, maybe curving it a little inward or outward. Just see what that does to the stretch for you. And then we'll bring the right foot back and sit back onto our heels again and take a nice breath in, reaching upwards. Then we'll take our left arm down and we'll just do a little stretch over to the left side. Then bring the hands back up. And a little stretch over to the right. I like to bend my elbow a little bit and then reach real high with the upper arm. And then back up to the center and bring the hands down to the heart center. And then we'll close our eyes. Draw the shoulder blades in, reach upwards with the crown of the head. And then breathe a few times, just focusing on the breath. All right, let's bring our hands down now. We're going to go onto one hip and swoop the other leg across so that you can place your foot on the outside of that knee that's staying down. So how else can I describe it? It's kind of like crossing your legs, but one foot is on the floor. And we're going to take the opposite hand from the bent knee that's up and wrap it around that knee and tuck it in. Then take the other arm up high, around, and place it on the floor and back. As you do, you start turning to the side. So it's just a nice side-seated twist. We can reach upwards from the hips, lifting through the spine, the chest, the shoulders stay down, but the head, we can reach up with the crown of the head. And then we'll slowly come back to the center. We'll do a brief time of reaching our legs out in front. So place the hands behind the hips a little. Lean back into your arms. Bring both knees close. And we're going to reach the legs out into a half boat because we're supporting ourselves a little bit with our arms. And if we want, we can take the arms along the legs or out to the sides, or even up. And then we'll bring our knees back in and switch so that the other leg is on top and comes over, and we place that foot on the floor. So now we're going to be twisting to the other side. Let's wrap the opposite arm around. Take the free arm and reach up and take it all the way around and twist. And then we go as far as we comfortably can with our chest, going towards the side, as far towards the side as we can. And then wait, and if you can go a little bit farther around, then you can do that when you're ready. And breathe. And one more breath here. And then we'll come back to the front and sit in cross-legged however you are comfortable. Maybe one foot's out in front, simple Sukhasana with the feet kind of tucked in like a schoolyard cross, or you can try half lotus or full lotus. I have one foot up here by my hip on top, and that's a half lotus. And we're going to place our hands, the backs of the hands on our knees. Maybe if your pelvic floor needs to rock back a little bit more, go ahead and press the floor so you can do that. So that'll help straighten the low back. And then today we're going to work on our digestion in our mudra, our hand position. Let's bring our middle finger and our thumb together. The other fingers just stay out. Again, draw the shoulder blades in and lift through the upper body and reach up through the crown of the head so our neck is elongating too. And then we'll do just a little bit of meditation here. Let's focus now while we're in this meditative pose to relax our facial muscles and the muscles around the head. So keeping the eyes closed, soften the eyelids. Relax the muscles at the temples. Relax the eyebrows and the forehead. Crown of the head. The back of the head. And then bring the awareness back to the cheeks and nose. The upper and lower lips, the tongue, and the jaw. Breathe here. Another nice full Ujjayi breath. And then we'll open our eyes. Take our arms out to the sides. Reach up again. Stretching upward. Bring the hands to the heart center. We'll do some bellows breathing. Elbows go out. The palms separate a little. Big, big breath in as the ribs reach. You can even tip the head back slightly and then exhale as much of your air as you can as you're drawing from the belly upwards. Again, breathe in. Exhale. So you can do this at a different pace. It all depends on your lung capacity. Again, breathe in. Tip the head back if you want. Exhale. Let's do one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then bring the hands down to the knees. Let's uncross our legs, stretch them out in front. Some people benefit from just a forward bend while sitting. So we're going to try that. Everyone has a different ability to go forwards. So maybe just sitting straight up is enough of a stretch in your hamstrings. You can press against the floor in order to sit up nice and tall and elongate through the spine. And then if that works for you and you want to go deeper, you lean forward from the hips, slide the hands down the legs towards the feet. And just fold as far forward as is good for your body. And breathe. You can see I don't go down to bring my chest to my legs because that just doesn't work for me. So everyone has to do what works for them. If you want to be happy in your yoga. Then slowly come back up. Okay, now we're going to come back onto one hip, back onto all fours, do one balance exercise, and then we'll be coming up to do some things standing. So let's go on our hands and knees again. The knees are under the hips, the wrists are under the shoulders, and we're going to take our left leg straight back, our left arm forwards, and then just lift that right leg up, left arm forwards. I hope I told you that right. It could be kind of confusing if I said the right arm and leg. I haven't even tried that. And then we'll come down and we'll do the other side. Left leg back, right arm forwards, lift the left leg. And then just hold your balance as best you can. If you come up and down a couple times, no worries. Just try again. So we're reaching the foot and the hand away from each other. And then bring those limbs down. And we're going to come up to standing. So turn the toes under. We'll go into a downward dog or find another way to come up that's easier for you. So into downward facing dog, stretch the dog. Take some breath here. And then we'll step or jump up to our hands. Hang in a forward fold. Come up to a flat back. And then we'll hang in a forward fold again. You can skip that one. Hang there from the hips and then arms go out to the side. So reverse swan, slowly come up. Reach the arms up above, stretching. And then let the arms float down. So this is a good time to take a drink and then we'll do some tree pose. So if you have a drink, go ahead and get some, or you can just relax for a minute. And as people are taking a break or drinking, if you come back, we'll just do some twist until it's time for everybody to come back. So take a little longer break. If you'd like, if you want to start the twist, then go ahead. So you can be creative in your twist. You can take your arms way out. You can spin around. You can go low and then high. You can go faster or slower. All right. So probably everybody's back. We're going to start standing on the left foot. If you want to hold on to a support, you can reach out for a piece of furniture or door jamb, something. All right, so once you have a good stable foot, so your toes are out, your arch is up, let's bring the other foot close. Lift that foot, so that'd be your right foot, off the floor if you can. Otherwise, you pivot on the tops of the toes lightly. Turn the knee outwards, draw the abs in, nice and strong, and then bring the hands to the heart center. So when you reach with your legs, that'll help pull in the hip. And so we keep in nice alignment. Now let's take the hands slowly upwards. When the hands get above the head, if they do, then the elbows can go out farther so they're in line with the ears. And then continue to elongate through the body and extend those arms to whatever degree is right for you. And if you sway or wiggle or come out of it, just take a breath, come back in, get yourself back up if you can. Standing on one leg. The New York Times had an article about that today, all the benefits of standing on one leg. And then we'll take our arms out to the sides, draw the shoulder blades in. The palms are up. You can even spread the fingers out and curve the fingers back if you want. It's a nice stretch for the hands. And then we'll take the arms back up, stretch upwards. And then bring the hands to the heart center. See if you can take another breath here, inward. And then we'll exhale and bring everything down, our hands and our feet, foot, and then move the feet by walking. All right. So walk it out a little more. And then we'll try the other side. All right, so let's settle onto our left foot now. Spread the toes, keep an arch. That arch is going to help support the ankle. Bring the left foot close. Lift it if you can. Turn the knee outwards and draw the hip inwards. Bring the hands to the heart center. So we're drawing in also in the abdominal area, in and upwards. And now let's take the hands higher. And if you're using one hand, that's fine. One or two, reach up. Stretch through all the way from the foot, we're stretching. And the gaze here can be just wherever you want, but it helps some people to have it in one spot. Maybe straight ahead, somewhere not too far, or down slightly. Can be stabilizing. Then we'll let the arms go out to the sides. Again, we'll draw the shoulder blades in, stretch the hands if you want. Breathe. See if you can hear your own breath. So you can make it a little louder of a sound if you aren't hearing it. And then we'll take the arms back up above the head, just as far as you can take them comfortably. Reaching upwards, involve the foot, the leg, the hips, and then bring the hands to the heart center. Take a breath in. And then exhale and bring the hands and foot down. Walk it out again. Nice. Next, we'll do a quadricep stretch. So again, if you want support, go ahead and reach out. Let's start with reaching with the right hand and reaching back with the left hand for the left foot. Bring it up. And then slowly bring it closer towards your backside. And then think about your posture. Lift, draw the shoulder blades together so the chest is up and forward. We're drawing the belly inward. The head is above the body. And then if you can reach back with your right arm as well as the left, then that helps open the chest up all the way across. But that's an option. You can keep your hand on your support. And then we'll release our left side and go for the right side. So standing on the left foot, reach back for the right, start Slowly bringing it closer. You're holding on with your left hand, leave it there if you want, or you can reach behind with the left hand as well. And now the posture reminders, belly in and up, chest up and forwards, head back so that it's up above the body still. So the spine is in nice alignment, shoulder blades are in. And focus on the breath. Or choose a couple of those to work on. You don't have to have everything done in one time. It can be a process. And then slowly release that and walk it out again. Let's take our arms around the body, so maybe stand a little bit more comfortably than right under the hips, maybe a tiny bit farther if that helps your stability. And lift the opposite heel. So just like when we started, sway around. Loosen up through the shoulders, the hips. A little nice lift in the heel as you go. And then back to the center. So we're going to be going down on the floor now. If you want another sip of your drink, go ahead and grab it now. And then why not just throw those legs up on a piece of furniture or the wall, and we'll get a little bit of time with our feet and legs up above heart level. So legs up, you can have your hips as close to that supporting structure, whether it's the wall or furniture or something, as you want. And then we'll take some arm breath, so arms up and over, big breath in, and then exhale, bring the arms back. So if people are still settling in, then they can join with the arms. Arm breath up. Stretch the rib cage out, stretch those intercostal muscles between the ribs, exhale down. And one more, breathe in, lift the arms up and over. And then bring the arms back to the sides. Now we'll do a shoulder stretch. So we didn't do our kneeling one, let's take the arms to the sides. Take the right arm straight across the chest. That may already be plenty of stretch. And if not, let's bring that left hand up to the upper arm of the right and just draw it a little bit closer in towards the chest. And then we'll start on the other side. Open the chest up. So the arms are out, and then bring the left arm across. And if you want, bring the right hand to the upper arm and stretch there. Then open up the arms again. Now we're going to lift our feet off of that nice support, or if you want, you can leave the heels there. And you could still do this, just a little modification here and there. So either heels on or off, and hands up, flex and point. And then we'll flex and hold. Point and hold. Flex and hold, point and hold, and then make circles with the ankles and with the hands and feet. So we're working the wrists and ankles. And then reverse that. And then we'll bring the knees into the chest. So now we're going to let the feet come down on the floor. Walk our hips around if we need to get back on our mats. And we'll go ahead and start this portion by lifting the hips up into a half bridge, wriggling the shoulders under. Maybe weaving the fingers together underneath the hips and just lifting those hips up as high as is comfortable for you. So we do feel some work going on in the legs and the buttocks to keep those hips up. And then slowly roll the spine down onto the floor. Send that left leg all the way out and scooch the hips a little to the right. We're going to go into our full spinal twist now. So move that right knee across the body and reach the right arm out to the side, the right side. And then you can turn your head slowly over towards the right and look out beyond the right hand. You can reach out if you want. And then breathe. So you've looked out beyond the hand and closed the eyes. And now just notice how you feel. Notice if your facial muscles are still nice and relaxed. The crown of the head, the back, the head and the temples. If you find tension there, relax it. Maybe you want to relax your shoulders a little more, your hips, your thighs. Nice full breath. And then we'll slowly roll back to the center. Bend the left knee and scooch the hips into the middle. Draw the knees in for a moment. And then place the feet back down and stretch the right leg all the way out. Move the hips a little to the left and roll the left knee across. It doesn't have to come to the floor, it's just reaching that way. Reach the left arm out and turn your head towards the left as far as it's comfortable. That left shoulder is reaching for the floor too, just like the left knee. And then close the eyes. You're nice and relaxed through the body and the face, the head, nice and relaxed. And now imagine that you have your towel spread out on the beautiful pristine beach. If you like the shade, you're under the shade of big trees. If you don't, you're in the sun. It's up to you. It's such a beautiful day. The weather, temperature is perfect. And you can hear the waves crashing. It's soothing, that nice sort of rhythm to the ocean waves. Just imagine hearing them, feeling the vibration through the sand. There's a soft breeze on your skin. There are birds in the sky. One more breath here. Nice full breath. And then we'll roll back to the center slowly. It's your neck. You want to be slow with your neck especially. And then bend the right knee, scooch the hips into the middle. Reach between the knees and grab onto the toes and go into a little happy baby, rocking side to side. And you can play around with this happy baby, reaching a foot up, drawing the other one downward or rocking way over to each side. Bringing the feet closer towards the head or farther out towards the hips. Whatever feels good for you today in this yoga practice. And then back to the center. Let's stretch the legs out. And then bring the legs back together. We're going to bring the feet on the floor now and get ready for our Shavasana. So let's stretch out one leg and then the other leg. And we're going to do 3 full body stretches, which means we're going to stretch with our legs and feet too. Arms overhead. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, bring the arms back to the sides, and we'll do 2 more. Big, big breath in. Reach, stretch with the legs and arms. And exhale, bring the arms back to the sides. Last one. Breathe in, stretch. And exhale, arms back, roll the palms to face the sky. Draw the shoulder blades together. That'll help the shoulders sink down comfortably towards the floor. Look down at your feet and make sure they're about the same distance from your center line. And then let your head come down. Close the eyes. Notice how you feel again, how your fingers and toes feel, and if you need to stretch them out at all. And what you're hearing. Notice and then release. So we're practicing letting go and finding a nice stillness in our Shavasana. So let your thoughts drift away as well and enjoy Shavasana. It's time to start wiggling your toes and fingers. And bring your awareness back. We're going to start our closing with a little bit of stretching of our hands, maybe making some waves with our fingers. And maybe bending the hands forward so you can stretch the back of the wrist. And if you'd like to stay lying down, that's fine. If you would like to come up to a comfortable seated position, a nice cross-legged that's comfortable for you, or whatever works for you. You can stack the knees on top of each other if that's comfortable too. We'll take a breath in and reach our arms up above the head. Stretch the spine again. And then exhale, bringing the hands to the heart center. And now we'll do 3 ohms, so you can participate if you'd like, though we can't hear you. Breathe in. Last one. Om Shanti, 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 which means peace, peace, peace. Thank you for being here this morning. Namaste. Enjoy your day. Hopefully you're more relaxed throughout your day, and of course stronger and have better balance and all the good things that we find with our yoga. So again, namaste. I honor the light within all of you.
Namaste, Nicole.
Namaste, Debbie. Thank you. Namaste,
Thank you.
Linda.
Thank you.
And Vicky and Helen. So nice to have you all here.